guys, welcome. Hope everyone had a great weekend. We've had a lot of selling, guys, last week. We've been talking about that. No surprise, right? But we do have sell signals, all right? So we do have sell signals on the indexes, not just the 240, but on the daily time frames, okay? So our stock boss traders, our bull master traders, really pay attention to your positions, but we do have a sell signal in the markets. No more alerts, all right? So we will not send out any more alerts until we get buy signals again. So this is very important, all right? August and September are historically very bad months for these indexes and for the market. All right. So guys, very critical. So be careful, especially again, our stock boss traders, our bull master traders, be careful. All right. So let's go through it. The Dow was down 542 points down on Friday. All right. S&P was down 101 points. NASDAQ was down 472 points. That's a big down day, guys, for the NASDAQ. And the Russell small caps, the IWM, was down 420. Big day down for the Russell. All right. So we do have selling coming in, enough selling to reverse the buy signal. So on the Dow, and we'll take a look at the larger time frames in a minute. The Dow, guys, on the daily time frame, we have a sell signal that came in right here on Friday. So we have a hard sell signal on the Dow, all right? On the Dow. So sell signal on the Dow. All right, we need a minimum of one sell signal on the indexes. We actually called a sell signal earlier last week on the 240, okay? So we have strong confirmation on the Dow, and on the IWM, we have a sell signal right here, all right? So we have a sell signal right here on the IWM right here, all right? So markets are correcting, not in a let's say they're pulling back right now. We're not in a full-blown correction yet. All right. And just remember seasonality. All right. Seasonality, selling in August, selling in September, that's a real thing. Okay. So market's been making all-time highs, right? All-time highs has been overbought. So we could see this market come on down. The VIX index, all right? So the VIX volatility index, volatility has pushed up. We were at 14, right? Then we went to 16, and now we've made a big jump at 20. And you guys know, if you're trading with us long enough, you know that a VIX at 20, all right, is not good, all right? So we need that VIX to come back down, all right? I doubt that will happen, okay? As the selling continues, VIX should go up, all right? But ideally, if we can get that back down, we'll see what happens. But right now, VIX is at 20, okay? VIX is at 20, so we have increased volatility, all right? Increased selling in the markets, okay? In the futures market currently, the dollar is holding right at 98. All right, so we're still holding near support at 98. We do have a buy signal, guys. All right, so we do have a buy signal on the dollar index right here. We made it a high at a little over 100 right here. Retrace back to 98, just holding right here. As that dollar, again, we do have a buy signal on the dollar index. As the dollar index moves higher, right, again, not good for equities, okay? Currently in the futures market, in the E-mini, Dow E-mini, NASDAQ, S&P, and the Russell, slightly up right now, flat, let's call it flat to up, all right, on the E-minis in the futures market. All right, our number one sector is tech. Let's see how that's holding up with all of that selling. All right, we did gap down on Friday. We have all green candles so far, but boy, keep an eye on it, okay? So all green candles here. You guys can see that here. All green candles did gap down. All right, still has a green candle here. I'm holding for now. Support on the tech sector, the XLK is right around 241. All right, 241. All right. UPen gold, absolutely. We'll take a look at gold, okay? All right, thanks for your question, UPen. We'll take a look at gold. Gold can be a flight to safety there. All right, but we'll see what it's doing. Gold's been making all-time highs as well. Okay, so we'll take a look. Thanks for your question there. So XLK, guys, coming down a bit. That's tech. All right, so that's going to be your Magnificent Seven stocks. All right, lots of your tech stocks. All right, keep an eye on it. Gap down again, still holding. We'll need buyers to come in this week. All right, very, very important that we need to close up for this week. So this week, the market, equity markets need to close up, all right? If we close down, that would not be good for the market, all right? And I'm going to keep saying this. August and September are very brutal months historically for the market. And we can add July, right? June, July, August, historically, September. September can be brutal, okay? All right. VIX on the big picture, guys. Monthly time frame on the VIX, we're at 20. All right, the last correction we had back in April, the VIX made it all the way up to 60. Okay, so as that VIX moves higher, not good for stocks. Not a major concern yet. Still at 20. If it continues to move higher, let's say we get into 30, 27, 30, 31 this week, which will be all up, right up here, that would not be good. Okay, the Mag 7 stocks, let's take a look at how they've done, how they've fared on last week. So Microsoft, guys, still holding its buy signal here. Microsoft buy signal came in at 431. All right, holding at 524. So Microsoft is holding firm right now. Google right now, guys, pull back a bit. Okay, buy signal, most recent buy signal was 181. Made it all the way up near its resistance. At resistance, strong resistance at 202. Traded at 189 close on Friday. So still holding. All green candles, right? So keep an eye on that. Guys, you have to keep an eye on everything right now, okay? That's the deal here. All right. Tesla, you guys know we haven't had a buy signal, another buy signal or an area to buy Tesla since our first red candle here to get out. All right. Since then, very choppy. Red candles here, so nothing with Tesla. All right, nothing with Tesla there. Apple gave a sell signal. That's not good. All right, so Apple gave a sell signal, guys. On Friday, came in strong. Strong selling came in on Friday here. You guys can see that right here. All right, so our last buy signal on Apple came in at right around 213. Sell signal, big red candle here, guys. That's a lot of selling here. Closed at 207 was the sell signal. Candle closed at 202. We have big support here at 196 on Apple. Be aware of that. So we have a sell signal on Apple. All right. We do not want to see these Mag 7 close, right? So when they close, that's a big deal. All right, so Tesla is coming down, Apple is coming down, Nvidia is still holding for now. All right, so buy signal on Nvidia came in at 123. It's holding right now. All right, at one, closed on Friday, 173. So buy signal 123, holding at 173. All green candles, but boy, keep an eye on it as well. Okay, let's move this up here. All right, good trade here going here. Good markdown phase, and then here's our markup phase. Nvidia has been the top performer recently. Okay, Meta, Facebook had a previous sell signal, which is here. All right, buy signal was right at 626. Sell signal came in at right at 695, and then we had a second buy signal on a break of this resistance here at what's that 776. So we'll see if this most recent buy signal here will hold. Keep an eye on it. Amazon gave a sell signal. So we have a hard sell signal in Amazon, guys. So Amazon here, and we'll say Amazon reached its target. Target for Amazon was 240. Our most recent buy signal on Amazon was 210. Okay, you guys can see that there. And it gapped down. It made it all the way up to 235. It gapped down. Nothing we can do about that. Red candle, sell signal. We should be out of Amazon. Now, if you guys look here, the previous buy sell signal came in right here. All right, so watch out for this. Previous sell signal came in right here on Amazon, and that was back on January 19 of this year. Right here was our sell signal. Look what happened. It's on the daily time frame. All that selling happened. Here we're almost identical, right? This most recent sell signal came in right here. So guys, no guarantee that we'll get this selling, but that could happen. All right, so we should be out. All right, we should be out. And the mags, let's see how the mags are doing, holding up right now. Okay. All right, guys. Dow on the 240-minute time frame, sell signal right here on the 240. You guys know we brought in the 240 just to get an early signal. I think we called, when was it? I think we called a sell signal on in equities. I believe it was I believe either Wednesday. Wednesday is when I think we called a sell signal on the 240. So Dow 240, we have a sell signal. All right. On the daily, we have a sell signal on the Dow. Weekly time frame, I'm still holding. If we get a sell signal, guys, on the weekly time frame, that's dangerous. Okay. Dow should be holding now on the monthly, holding on the monthly. S&P 240 has a sell signal here. All right. Now we can always, buyers could always come back in, guys, and break resistance and give us another buy signal. So we are paying close attention. All right. So if buyers come back in this week, and we start getting new buy signals, we'll call that. But for right now, we have sell signals. Okay. S&P daily time frame here, big resistance here. Here we are trading right now. Okay. Gap down, white candle here on the daily, but no sell signals yet on the daily time frame. S&P weekly time frame just holding its buy signal for now. S&P monthly holding here for now. NASDAQ on the 240, we called it. All right, so sell signal. All right, sell signal on the NASDAQ, which is right here on the 240. NASDAQ on the daily holding for now. All right, so it's holding for now. Again, we need a minimum of one sell signal on these indexes to call a sell in the market. NASDAQ weekly time frame holding for now. Monthly time frame holding. Okay. But pay attention to your 240 daily. Russell on the 240, guys, sell signal came in all the way back here on the 240. Again, I believe that was either Wednesday or Thursday, right? Before the major sell signals that came in on Friday. Okay? All righty. So sell signal here. And look at the previous sell signal. All right. This was the previous sell signal here. Sell signal here. And then here we are here. Big resistance. We really needed to get past resistance in this area here for the Russell, for small caps to really keep going. All right. Pay attention to what's going on here, guys. All right. Lots of selling came in. So that could happen here. All right. Those of you that are savvy, all right, those of you that are savvy and you trade options, not a bad idea, right? Not a bad idea to perhaps look at puts. Russell on the daily time frame, perfect sell signal, buy signal here on a break of resistance, sell signal here on a break of support, red candle, white arrow here. We should be out. Russell on the daily, weekly, white candle, monthly holding. Bitcoin. All right, so guys, you guys know this, right? We have big resistance at 110, 111 on the Bitcoin on the daily time frame. All right, we made a move all the way up to about the high was 122. All right, we have resistance at 119. All right, big resistance at 119. We have purple support and resistance. We have a white candle here. We've broken near-term support right here. Bitcoin is in trouble for right now. Not a major concern. 114 coming up that high is not a big deal, but we do have purple support and resistance. All right, we're 4,000 points, 4,000 points away from big resistance right here. So if Bitcoin breaks through that support, previous resistance becomes support, all right, closes this buy signal here, then that might be a concern. So far it's holding, all right, but we do have purple support and resistance, so definitely overbought, all right, purple support and resistance here. So keep an eye on Bitcoin. 113, now it's come down quite a bit. All right, so keep an eye on it. We'll be watching it here to see if this buy signal close, we start getting red candles, that will be a concern, okay? And just remember, most of your cryptocurrencies will follow Bitcoin's lead. Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, just holding for now. And Upin, we get into gold. Let's see here, gold. All right, so you mentioned gold. Gold continued to look really well. All right, looks good, holding up really fine here. So gold, our buy signal on the weekly time frame, guys, not that we would have traded it on the weekly, was 2,432. Trading right now at 3,400 and change. But this is what we want to be paying close attention to. European for gold. All right, we'll take a look at the daily time frame as well, but we're watching it here, following it on the weekly time frame. All right, so all green candles, really positive for gold, really positive. No red candles, no white candles, all yellow support and resistance. So we are strongly in the markup phase. All right, strongly in the markup phase for gold. All right. It's going. All right. I want to take a look at the daily. All right. So on the daily time frame, now I know it's very choppy here. So this is on the daily time frame. So let's take a look at gold. Now gold can be a safe haven when equities move lower. However, gold tend to move with the market as well. Okay, much like Bitcoin. All right, so it can be a safe haven, But when these sellers come into this market, when these big institutions start dumping, guys, they'll dump everything, right? They'll just dump. So you'll see a good portion of the market, I would say 80, 90% or even higher of the market move down with the indexes. Okay. Now with gold on the daily time frame, this is what we need to pay attention to here. All right. If we're trading gold, gold right now is stuck between. Now this is on the daily, not the weekly here, not the weekly. We're stuck between a range. So the money in gold has been made. Now that doesn't mean we can't move higher. All right, so on gold on the daily time frame since April, right, when we had that correction, has been stuck between 3,300, right about there, and 3,500. So, right, a lot of consolidation in here. Now, this move was really, really, really good. This move was really good, but we're getting a lot of consolidation. In order to see gold move again, all right, move higher, we've got to get past $3,500. Now we're at 3,400. Okay, so we got to get past resistance right here. Otherwise, if it continues to consolidate, all right, on the daily time frame, we do not have a trade. All right, so up, UPIN, right? I think I'm pronouncing that right. UPIN. So right now, gold, unless you've got a long-term position, that's fine. Long term, we do have a nice markup phase going here. So long term, depending on where your entry was, we've had several entries there. So if you break through that resistance right up here, okay, you can get another buy signal. No, we do not have a current buy signal on the daily time frame. Okay, on the weekly time frame, we have a buy signal, but we do not have a current buy signal on the daily time frame. We might keep it here on the daily for now. Okay, silver has been doing well. All right, so silver, guys, buy signal here on silver, holding firm, not consolidating, keeps moving higher. It has pulled back from its high. All right, the high was, I believe, 36, 36 or so, trading at 33. So it's pulled back a bit on silver. So keep an eye on that. All right. The dollar, we talked about the dollar. All right, we talked about the dollar. You guys know what the dollar is doing here. We need the dollar to move higher. Bonds, right? Bonds are looking really good, guys. So hopefully the Fed will lower some rates here for us. We'll see. All right, but we are moving higher. We still don't have a buy signal yet on bonds, but good candles are forming here. Green candles are coming in. Resistance is here. So if we can get past, I would say 88, 9. Let's make it an even 90. Even 90 would be right above. Oh, that's high. 90 is all the way up here. I would say around 88, somewhere in this area here, we could get a buy signal. But that's very encouraging. Held support here, right? Held support moving higher here. All right. Pound yen on the daily time frame give a sell signal. All right. So what do we do now with pound yen? I have no idea, guys. We have no idea what to do. We were hoping for pound yen and the yen pairs to break through, right? Resistance here and keep moving higher. Big sellers came in on Friday, guys. Big sell candle here. All right. So we have a red candle. And remember, the yen pairs will go with the equity markets. Okay. So big support here, right? On pound yen, right? We've been in that tight range, right? Similar to a lot of these other markets, but we've been in there since July of last year. So this has been tough trading for our Forex traders, okay, especially monster scalper. So just be aware of that, all right? So we'll look for shorts in Monster Scalper. In the yen pairs, we'll see. We'll see how that's doing. Okay? We'll see. We do have current positions. Current positions in Monster Scalper. In the dollar pairs. Let's take a look at those. So long positions in the dollar pairs in Monster Scalper. Let's see if they're holding. All right, so USD, right up here, USD, MXN, that's your Mexican peso. On the 240-minute time frame, we're holding firm right here, guys. All right, so a buy signal here, right, moving up nicely there. We need to get past resistance right here. USDN okay. USDN okay. Very choppy, guys. Our buy signal was here. We've got to get past resistance. It's pulled back a bit. White candles here. All right. All right, so buy signal here. Tough trading here. Pull back. We need buyers to come on back. USD DKK give a sell signal. All right, so USD DKK on the 240. Buy signal was here. Red candles came in. Sell signal right here. We should be out. Okay, so USD DKK. Let's close that. We will take a look at equity positions tonight in Stock Boss and Bullmaster. Stock Boss, both heat seeker. For Stock Boss and Bullmaster is flat. All right. So USD CHF sell signal, close that trade. Dollar Swiss. USD SEK red candle here, sell signal, close that trade. Guys, you see what type of trading we've had. All right. Not much. All right. A lot of consolidation. Hopefully with the selling in equities, we can finally see Forex move. All right, we'll see. USD CZK buy signal here, red candle, right? Sell signal there. All right, USD CNH. USD CNH buy signal here. That's holding for now. Keep an eye on it. USD PLN. Buy signal here. Look at that, guys. This all happened on Friday. But remember, we had non-farm payroll on Friday. A lot of volatility came in on Friday. Okay. This is not good for the market. The non-farm payroll numbers, right, which comes out once a month, right? First week of the month is when it comes out. Will really give us the direction for the market. For not just for the week, for the month, okay? And the fact that we were down heavy on Friday, these indexes are closing, that is not good, guys, okay? That is not good for equities, okay? So USD PLN, so we could see a rotation out of equities. Right now, we don't know where that rotation will go, but we could see a rotation out of equities and get into some of these other markets. USD SGD holding here, and then dollar CAD buy signal here, just holding for now. You guys notice we don't have any other trades going. Now I know our Monster Scalper traders, if you guys want to trade, all right, these other symbols on the 60-minute time frame, you guys can just be careful, right? We're going to be very conservative, right? So we are trading, right? Protect that capital so that when we do get a rotation, all right, in Forex, right, you'll have your capital available to trade. So just be very careful, okay? All right, stocks. Let's take a look at equities in Stock Boss. We're looking for sell signals. As you guys know, last week we trimmed a lot of positions in equities because we did have a sell signal prior to the big down day on Friday. So we had sell signals on the 240 and we trimmed out positions, all right, earlier in the week. And a good thing we did, because guess what? Sellers came in heavy on Friday. All right. If you guys notice here, we have a lot of red. That's not good here. A lot of these symbols, a lot of these stocks give us a lot of selling on Friday. Okay. All right. So good thing we trimmed out some positions. We closed. All right. We call sell signals on even white candles. Okay. So let's go through these. This is important. We're going to go through these. Right? If you're trading with us in Stock Boss or Bull Master, make sure you clean your positions, clean things up. All right? Your first loss will be always your best loss. Your first loss, let me repeat, that's your best loss. You stay in longer, that loss will accumulate. We don't want that. Okay? All right? So we're not tied to these positions. To us, it's just a symbol. All right? We're just looking for a trade. All right, so let's go through these. These are small cap stocks. Now, I want to show you guys before I do this, all right, what's going on with Stock Boss. So you guys know with Stock Boss for Heat Seeker, we track over 20, 21, 22,000 stocks. All right, and normally we would like to see a good, healthier number of stocks, right? Which will give us clues that the institutions are buying. All right? So we're going to run it right now, and we've got 22. They're not buying, guys. We need that number to be in the 70s, right? High 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, over 100. 22, we know that the institutions are not buying. All right? And these are small cap stocks, and we see what's going on with the Russell. All right? So small cap stocks, just ran it, only 22, okay? Bull Master, which is our large cap system, so stocks that are over $10, Stock Boss under $10. Bull Master stocks that are over $10, these are large cap stocks, okay? Large cap stocks. Again, we tracked over 22,000 stocks. Let's run it. We're going to run that quickly. 54. Now that's not bad, but ideally when these markets are running, when these institutions are buying, hear me, all right? When we track these, we want to see over 100. So 90, 100, 200, 50, they're hanging on, but they're not buying, okay? All right. So we only buy when they're buying. So let's go back here. All right, so let's go through these stocks in Stock Boss right now. On will sell, your symbol will be here. I know it's hard to see. Okay, I'm going to call out the symbol if we have a sell signal. Otherwise, we'll just hold. So green candles will hold. Green candles will hold. Red candle, white arrow is our sell signal. Will close. White arrow, so right now, white candle will also close. And I'll call the symbol, okay? All right, green candles, we holding. Here, we are holding. Green candles, we are holding. Here. All right, these are in Stock Boss. SAN, white candle, right here, guys, a small white candle. We're going to close the trade. SAN, close the trade, please. ABCL, white candle, right here. We're going to close the trade, okay? Green candles will continue to hold. SANA, white candle here. Let's close this. Now, guys, the buy signal, it came in at our buy signal at $2.23. Sell signal came in at $3.91. White candle, close the trade. Okay, take that profit, take your loss, get out, right? We don't want to be in front of this selling, okay, especially this time of the year, okay? And this market has made all-time highs. At some point, guys, it has to retrace, right? Has to come back down, right? So be aware of that. SANA, sell signal there, okay? Let's close that. All right, we're doing good on time. AMPX, white candle. Let's close that. AMPX. Good trade going here. All right. Our buy signal came in on a break of resistance here at 358. All right. Close on Friday. Gap down white candle at 636. Take your profits. Get out. All right. Take your profit or take your loss. Get out. You can always get back in this market. So AMPX, let's close that. All right, Riot, right? Riot closed, guys. RIOT, red candle here. I know it's hard to see here. Red candle right here. All right, RIOT, the buy signal came in at 889. Sell signal came in on Friday. Gap down red candle. Lots of selling. $11 and change. Close the trade here. These trades can really go against you when the market turns. So it's not what we want. It's what the market is doing, right? VNET, white candle here. Close the trade, please. Close the trade. All right, WULF. All right, white candle here. Barely holding on support. Let's close that. All right, so we only have a few more. This is it. That's it in Stock Boss. All right, notice the difference. When the markets were moving, when they were buying, guys, we had a lot of stocks in Stock Boss. Now look here, one page. That's it. All right, so as we've been cleaning, taking profits. If this market collapses, guess what? Right, you're not heavy in the market. Okay, let's take a look at Bullmaster. You can always get back in later when buyers come in. MP, all right, good trade going here. All right, buy signal was at 28, trading at 63, all green candles. So it's holding firm there. It's one of the only ones that was up for on Friday. That's holding. All right, holding. All right, so far, holding. Large caps are doing okay. I spoke too soon. So SDRL, sell signal here, guys. So SDRL, buy signal was at 25, closed on Friday, broke support, red candle, 27.80 was our sell signal to close the trade, please. Close the trade. All right. TDW, red candle here, sell signal, close the trade. Now, I always say, if you're not trading with us, do not take these trades, okay, guys? All right. So if you're not using our trading systems, please do not take these trades. But you can still learn from what we do here, okay? VAL, buy signal, was at $41. Closed on Friday at 45. Close the trade, please. All right, CADE, buy signal, 32. Closed at 33. Take your small profit. Look at that selling that came in here, guys. All that selling that came in here. So get out. All right, let's keep going. LAZ, sell signal came in right here. Let's close it. Notice that sales are coming in. All right. SPRY, white candle here. Let's close the trade. Right here. Right now, it's defense, okay? A good defense create a really awesome offense. So right now, we need to play defense as this market is giving sell signals, okay? Robinhood is still holding fine there. All right, INOD, red candle sell signal, close the trade. MGNI, good trade here, guys. Buy signal was on a break of resistance at $13.89. Sell signal came in on a break of support on Friday at $21. Right, good trade here, but we guess what? We have to close it. Someone asked me, what was it, a couple of weeks ago, what's our edge when we trade? All right, our edge is taking small losses and big wins. Okay, but I tell you, taking those losses perhaps more important than big wins. Okay. MIR, good trade went here. Buy signal was at 15 and change. Closed on Friday, gap down, red candle at 20 and change, closed the trade. MIR. All right, MXL, white candle, let's close that, please. And NVIDIA is still holding. All right, good trade going here with NVIDIA. A good markdown phase, good markup phase there. But boy, keep an eye on it. All right, good price action. Hopefully we get a bounce and it keeps moving higher there on NVIDIA. NVT gapped up, right? Really did well on Friday. NVT, that's tech, all right, up 14%. That's a big update on a down market. So this stock has a lot of strength. Good markdown phase here. Right here, good markdown phase, good markup phase. Hold on. Where am I? All right. Good markup phase. Buy signal came in at 60, 59.60, trading at 89. Good trade going there. Okay. All right. Oracle is holding. PENG, white candle right here, guys. Let's close that. Palantir, PLR is holding for now. Holding well, too. PRCH, white candle. Let's close that. I know sometimes we love our stocks, but we've got to, if you're trading on our time frame, if you're using our systems, you've got to get out, right? All right. It's not me that's calling these signals, right? Our system is telling us to get out because sellers are coming in. RBLX, that's holding there. SATS, big sellers came in on Friday. All right, our sell signal was right here, identical to the last sell signal. Look here. We need to follow this price action, follow these patterns. Our previous buy signal, almost identical, was right here. Sell signal came in. These are your sellers here. Next buy signal was right here, almost identical. Here, sell signal identical to this previous sell signal here, red candle. Guess what? Sellers could come in here also. All right, so close that trade. SATS. All right, did it jump on me? SATS, where is it? All right, let's start back. Let's go from the bottom here. Okay, so LC, that's holding. That's holding. Holding. TTMI, white candle here, guys. Let's close it. TTMI. All right. Snow, we've traded snow before. All right. Snow, sell signal, red candle here. Buy signal was at 168, closed at 205. Take those profits and run. What's that song? You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. So we are walking away. All right, FTDR, white candle here. Close the trade, please. DLTR holding nicely. VAL, red candle here. Let's close that. And I think that's it. Make sure here. All right. So bottom line, guys, if you're trading with us, okay, make sure you clean things up. So that's all we've got here in Bullmaster. Okay, so we're down pretty thin. That's good. And that's all we've got here in Stock Boss. Okay. All right. Our monster scalper traders, let's take a look here. All right, on the 60-minute time frame, we have a pretty good volatility. Okay, so that's encouraging, guys. Lots of volatility here. We don't have, well, we do have direction, okay, but we don't have a rotation. So we do have direction. We have sellers coming in the yen pairs, right over here, the yen pairs, and in the dollar pairs. All right. We want to see one or the other. We want to see sellers here in the yen, buyers are in the dollar, or vice versa. Selling in the dollar, right? Buying in the yen pairs. So Aussie, Kiwi, and yen pairs, we need one direction to have a rotation. Dollar, euro pairs, we need to have one direction. Okay, so we do have selling in the yen pairs, but buying in the dollar, well, selling in the dollar, just be aware of that. So we do have some shorts in the yen pairs on the 60-minute time frame. It looked like most of these trades are gone already. And we're not liking that 60-minute. If you guys caught these trades, good job. We're going to look at the 240 for some shorts, okay? So on the 240, all neutral right now. Let's take a quick look. Forex has been a strange market. Mm-hmm. Hey, Anthony. Welcome, buddy. Welcome. So we're looking for short signals on the 240. All right, so we'll call SGD. Now we are expecting from further selling in the equity markets, okay, this week. So SGD, still be careful trading, trade lightly, manage your trades, manage your capital. All right, so we broke support here, SGD, JPY. You guys saw what's going on with pound yen. So we're going to call SGD, JPY short on the 240. Okay, sell short signal is here on a break of this support. Sell short signal is right here. We have white candles on the daily. All right, so white candles here on the daily, and we are overbought on the daily. Okay, so we are really overbought. Right, purpose, support, and resistance. We're catching a lot of resistance here. A lot of resistance here. All right, so it's failing to break resistance. Hopefully we can get some selling like here and like here on that daily time frame. So SGD JPY, all right, short signal. Okay, New Zealand yen, sell short signal on New Zealand yen. Now that's gone down a bit there. Okay, but we'll call it. All right, we have support here, mainly right here. You might want to go light, right? Initially, sell so short. Ideally, right, we want to short it right in that area here. It's right here, but you might get a larger move lower here. All right, and guess what? On the daily time frame, we have a red candle coming in here. All right, so red candle coming in here. All right, hopefully we get a move like this on the daily time frame, especially like this. All right, nice straight selling all the way down. All right, good confirmation on the daily. All right, so we've got decent confirmation right here, guys. Red candle moving lower on the daily, and on our trading window here, 240, it's coming down. So NZD, JPY short, and we're getting help from these indexes, right? Indexes are coming down. That will help the yen pairs. Okay. HKD, JPY, no short signal yet. Keep an eye on it, guys. Pound yen has a sell short signal, so we'll call it GBP. JPY short on the 240. Okay, right here. And on the daily time frame, let's take a look. On the daily time frame, same thing, right? Much like New Zealand yen, right? Failing that support, that resistance right here, failed to break the resistance. Sellers are coming. Look here, guys. Sellers are coming. Red candle. Let's see if we can get all the way back down here. All right, so we have support right about here. And look at that range. Okay, so if we can get back anywhere down in this area here, would be great. If buyers come back in, we'll know. Right, we'll know what's going on. So pound yen short on the 240, 240-minute time frame. But again, we do not have a rotation in Forex, so trade accordingly. On the 240, we have a lot of volatility. Look at that volatility come in. Anthony, when was the last time we had volatility like this on the 240, huh? All right, so good. We only have, what's that? 5 pairs that are consolidating. All the rest are moving, okay? So finally, things are moving. We just need better direction here, okay? So pound yen, we're going to call that. Euro yen, no sell short signal yet. Swiss yen. Swiss yen, we have a sell short signal, but it's still trading above, all right, above support. Keep an eye on it. If it breaks down through that support line somewhere in here, you might call it. On the daily time frame, it's still trying to make up its mind there. All right. So a little difficult trading here. You can see buyers come on back in. All right. So doesn't have official sell signals on that daily. So be aware of that. Okay, that one's a little tricky there. CAD yen sell short signal right here on a break of this support. We're going to add CAD yen, CAD JPY. Now with this market, if buyers come in strong this week and start moving this market up again, right, these yen pairs will fail. So be careful, guys. Right, dip your toe in there, take a small position, and then manage things accordingly. Okay, so CAD yen, all right, right here, right? So you can see sellers come in there. White candle there. 240 looks good. So CAD yen on the 240. Aussie, Aussie yen looks good. Let's take a look at the daily there. All right. So Aussie yen sell short signal is here, breaking to support right here. We will call it AUD JPY short. Now you guys notice usually Forex, when Forex are performing well, we can trade just about anything, right? Notice how we are kind of focused. Things have been quiet, guys. Even for equities, we've been quiet as it continued to make new highs. So we're starting to get, some volatility again in these markets, okay? Which is good, which will create movement, okay? All right. So Aussie yen on the weekly time frame, and we are almost done. Weekly time frame here, guys. If you guys look here, all right. Resistance is right here. We have purple support and resistance. Right here, we're making lower highs, lower lows. This on the daily time frame. All right. Every time, if you guys look here, the last time, now this is not a perfect chart, right? We made a move higher, sellers came in. Here we are here. Made a low here, made a high, almost identical, sellers came in. Okay, purple support and resistance. Keep an eye on that. So we're going to call that short in Aussie yen. In the dollar pairs, still keep an eye on the dollar index, right? We do have a buy signal. It's retraced a bit, okay? So dollar pairs, see these dollar buy signals are pulling back, closing. So just be aware. Hold off on any long positions in the dollar. The euro pairs. All right, Euro New Zealand. Now we like the group, the whole group to perform well. All right. Let's see here. Euro, EURNZD. Euro pound. We'll hold off on the Euro group, guys. I mean, if you find a trade, that's fine. Euro Aussie, right? If it breaks out, right? You have a buy signal here. I would say if it gets past resistance here, right? That might give you an opportunity. On the daily time frame, right? A lot of consolidation, just tough. So if you're going to trade the Euro pairs, unless you really know what you're doing, you've been trading with us, you can trade it, but otherwise, be careful. Pound, nothing in the pound pairs. So we do have some shorts in the yen pairs, Aussie, Kiwi pairs. Let's take a look. The good news for Forex, we get in volatility. That's good. We don't have anything in way of direction. Okay, so still no direction. Look at this, Aussie CAD. This is a complete mess, guys. This is on the 240. Look at this. Absolutely nonsense. All right, so we have good volatility. That's coming in. Okay, we need better direction. So again, if you're gonna trade carefully. All right, I think that's it. We'll be watching closely the sell signals. So the sell signals we got on the Dow on the daily time frame, we'll be watching this right here. All right, on the daily, we'll be watching the sell signal we have right now on the IWM right now, right here, sell signal here. And ideally, what we would like to see happen, so those of you who are trading with us, we would like to see this market come down, right? So I'll finish up with this. As traders, right, we want direction and we want movement in this market. For equities, we want low volatility. We're seeing high volatility right now. We're in August, and August and September can be really tough for the markets, and we are right now in August. To have some really good buy-in in October, okay, we need this market to correct. So we need sellers to come in. As traders, this is what we want. We want sellers to come in, okay? And we want this market to sell off in August, ideally to the summer, all right? So, June, July, right? May, June, July, August, September. We want this market equities to correct so that we can come back in October, late October, November, right, for that Christmas rally. All right, so we do want this market to come down, okay, and it's really, really overbought right now. Okay, so things are lining up. It's late in the selling season, right, for it to come down. Ideally, we would like to have it come down earlier, right, earlier in the season and go away. Right, we can time the market, right? The market does what it wants to do. So what we would like to see is sellers to come in, close the longs, right? You guys want to do some puts, whatever, work around that, that's fine, or just completely stay out. All right, it's only a few months, right? We'll see opportunities in these other markets, but we need equities to come on down. All right, it's really inflated, really high right now. If it continues to be near the all-time highs as we go into October, November, that's going to give us fewer opportunities. So we need that selling to come in, all right, so that we can have buy-in for the fourth quarter for the Christmas rally, okay? All right, so that's the goal there. That's the goal. But we'll see what this market does. A lot of good selling. Close off those positions if you're in Stock Boss, Bull Master. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Okay? So take care. Be careful trading out there, guys. Be careful. This market